hack that's going to make you irresistible as a candidate in all your future interviews? Of course you do. That's why you clicked on this video. The most important thing you can do in a job interview is connect with the person who is interviewing you. The reality is, people want to work with people they like. In today's video, I'm going to give you a simple trick to connect with every single person who you interview with for the rest of your life. I've been in recruitment for 15 years. Trust me, this works. Okay, so connecting with whoever is interviewing you is a massive hack. The reality is, if you build good rapport with someone, you have a good conversation, a positive exchange, they are more likely to say good things to you about you to the HR manager, to the hiring manager. You will get preferential treatment post-interview if you connect with the person who is interviewing you. How do I know this? Because I have interviewed with people, and there's candidates who I've really liked and there's candidates who I haven't liked as much. And the reality is, if you're interviewing for a really competitive role, often everybody's pretty equally qualified. But if you can be that person who connects better with the recruiter, you stand to have a much better shot of getting the job. Okay, so we all agree there, right? We're on the same page. So the next question, how? How do you do that? And my biggest piece of advice is to be curious. Stay curious during the interview process. If you just go about the interview, you answer their questions, and you expect a connection to happen, it is not going to happen. You need to make the connection happen, and you need to be intentional about doing that. Now, trust me, the opportunities are all over the place, but you need to be intentional. Okay, now there are three main situations in which it's just super easy to connect with the interviewer. So I'm gonna lay them out and tell you a little bit of how to do it. Now, the first thing you need to do is you need to look for connection points. Now, most of the time, this is done either in person or a Zoom or a Teams video interview. And what you're looking for is things on their desk, things behind them on the wall, things on a bookshelf. You're looking for things you can connect with a person who is interviewing you, because you want to talk about non-work related things. You want to talk about things ideally they are passionate about. Now, you're watching me right now. Have you noticed anything behind me? It's cinematic view on the iPhone, but if you look back here, you see a few things. You see, that's a Chicago Bears helmet. I'm a huge Bear fan. Bear down. Ben Johnson, let's go. But that's something you could connect with me about. Another thing, I've got a picture up there about my dog and my cat. Right there. That's a connection point. Oh, do you have a dog? What kind of dog do you have? Right? That's the type of thing you want to say. People who have pictures of their dogs are going to want to talk about their dogs, and it's an easy way to connect. I got a book up here about chess. I play a lot of chess. I'm a 1500 actually. And if you mention something about chess, I'm going to want to talk to you about chess. So those are things you need to be looking for. Look for things around them. Make comments of that. Oh, that's a really nice picture of a beach. Where was that? Oh, that was when I went to Jamaica for my friend's wedding. Really, I love Jamaica. What resort was it at? Etc. That's the type of thing you need to be doing. Make the connection point. Now, the second thing you can do is you ask them questions about themselves. At some point in the interview, they're going to say, okay, do you have any questions for me? The easiest thing you can do is, hey, what is your favorite thing about working here? Or what attracted you to this company? Things like that, so they can talk about why they were motivated. And then listen to what they say. Actively listen, nod, smile, that whole thing. And if they give you something in their answer that you can comment on, you want to do it, right? If they're like, oh, what really attracted me here is, I was looking at some of the culture videos and it just seemed like a great place to work. You can go, you know what? That's so funny. That is what drew me in. Like, I've always been impressed with the company. When I was watching those videos, it really stood out to me that this is truly a great place to work. At least that was my impression. Since you've joined the company, has it felt like that? Were the videos accurate? Like, you want to engage them, get them talking. The goal of this is to get them talking more. It'll make them feel like you connected more in the interview. Now, this last thing that I'm going to give you is a really powerful tip, but you have to watch for it. If they ever respond to an answer you give, opening up a door for a bit of dialogue, you need to pounce on that. So what does that look like, for example? Someone would say, okay, Ben, tell me a little bit about yourself. And, I'm like, oh, my name's Ben, I've been in recruitment for 15 years, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If they make a comment like, oh, no kidding, I also went to, UWM for my master's degree or whatever. If they make a comment, turn that comment into a conversation. Go, no kidding, when did you go? Right? You need to make things about them whenever possible. Because if you can engage them in conversation and connect with them, it is going to serve you in the long run as a candidate. Now, if you do all these things, the recruiter is probably going to like you, but how do you know for sure? Well, if you really want to know if a recruiter likes you, watch this video. In this video here, I give you the secret to figuring out if a recruiter likes you or not. There are some next level tips in this video, so you should definitely go watch it. I'm done here. I'll see you over there.